There are going to be some people in your life who tell you some things because they want to bring you down, because they want to kind of knock you down a peg. You don't want to let their opinions and them constantly saying these things stop you from continuing on your journey to self-improvement. You won't even take that into consideration because you know who you are. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Safia. If you're new here, I can't tell if we're like glowing today or if my skin is just oily, but we're just gonna go with it. We have my plushie to squeeze here, we have my iPad here with all my notes, and we're gonna get started. I feel like a lot of us are going through similar things right now, so I felt really inspired to talk about this subject, not caring about what others think and adopting the I don't care mindset. Actually adopting this mindset and not caring about the opinions of other people in context, which I'll get into later, will actually help you to step into the highest version of yourself. And we know that we all want that for ourselves, and I definitely want that for all of you guys, because all in all, the only thing that is actually holding you back from doing any of the things that you want to do, from accomplishing your goals, from getting these grades in school, becoming this most confident version of yourself, is yourself. And that might seem like a hard truth, and I have to like kind of internalize that as well. But you might feel like circumstances or the people around you are holding you back, but at the end of the day, it's your mindset and how you react to these circumstances that actually determine your life. So we're not going to let the opinions of other people hold us back from accomplishing our goals. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to do so. So let's get straight onto the video. All right, chapter number 1 is how to filter the opinions of others. It is important sometimes to take the opinions of others into consideration. For example, your teacher, if she gives you feedback on an essay and she tells you that you could improve in these certain areas, then you definitely should take that opinion into consideration when you're writing your new essay. Maybe your parents tell you a certain thing. Yes, you should definitely listen to your parents and take what they're saying into consideration. Other people as well. It doesn't just fall into these two categories of teachers and parents, but other people's opinions do matter as well. How do we determine whose opinions we follow and whose opinions we ignore? That is the tricky part. The main thing that you want to ask yourself is, does this person actually care about me? Does this person have my well-being in mind? Are they advising me with constructive criticism or positive feedback so that I can continue to improve? Because we all like people in our life that will help us strive to improve, that will help us strive to grow and to become the best version of ourselves. That is the most amazing person that you could ever have in your life. So I'm not telling you to cut out people who give you positive feedback or their honest opinions. But we don't want to have people who are giving their opinions about you in a negative manner, and their only intent is to harm you and to bring you down. There are going to be some people in your life who tell you some things because they want to bring you down in other areas of your life. For example, if they think that you're physically attractive, they think that you're pretty, and they are jealous of your looks, then they'll be looking for something that kind of like levels you out, if you know what I mean. So they'll be looking for that one thing that makes you worse of a person. Like maybe you don't do as well in school, so they're going to see that you're struggling in math. They're going to want to bring that up. They're going to want to keep bringing that up and keep discussing that because they want to kind of knock you down a peg, because they feel like that you're so much higher than them that they want to bring you down to their level. And there's going to be a lot of people like that. That might seem crazy to us. That might seem like absolutely insane. Like, no, that's not what this person is doing. They're just really think this about me. Like, no, they're not trying to project like their insecurities onto me. No, they're not like trying to bring me down. That's not what they're doing. It's like, it's true. Like, I am ugly or I'm not good at math. You might be saying these things in your head, but no, I promise you, there are going to be some people who are like that. And there are also going to be some people who actively want to see you improve. There might be someone who knows that you can do better in your math class, and they're trying to help you to continue to grow, to continue to study, to continue to work on it. And that is the type of person that you want to keep around. That's the type of person that you want to listen to their opinion of. But if somebody is just like, oh, you suck at math, like, and that's all, they're not actively trying to help you, they're not actively giving you positive feedback of how you can improve or what area maybe you can improve in, that is the people that you do not want to listen to, because those are the people that are just projecting their own insecurities onto you. They feel bad about themselves, maybe it's in that certain area or a totally different area of their life, and they want to project that onto you because they want you to feel what they feel. They might feel like you're so good at school, and they might feel like you're going to get into all the top colleges and you're getting better grades than them, and they keep comparing themselves to you, and then they see one little tiny flaw in one area of your life and they're going to point that out. They're going to pick that out over and over and over again. You do not want to internalize this. You don't want to let their opinions and them constantly saying these things stop you from continuing on your journey to self-improvement. If somebody is saying something that you can see, like, oh, you can take it as feedback, even if they're not saying it in such a nice way. You can take it as feedback. I'm like, maybe I can improve in this certain area. Maybe I can get better at this. And then you actively work towards it. That's amazing. And that definitely takes a lot of practice to be able to do. So what I want you to do is make sure you filter what people say. Think about these questions. Do they have my best interest in mind? Do they actually care about me? Is this someone giving positive feedback or constructive criticism? Is this person attempting to hurt me or put me down? Be honest with yourself and actually answer these questions, and then you'll be able to distinguish between what is like good feedback, good criticism that can help you improve, and what is just someone trying to bring you down. Chapter number 2, and this might be my favorite chapter, is defining a clear idea of who you are. If you know who you are when you step out into the world, you will not let anybody change that perception. You will not let anybody change that view of yourself because you already know who you are. So if you know that you're a kind person who tries to make a difference in the world, who tries their best each and every day to be patient, to be kind to others, to love others, and someone tells you that you're rude or that you're a terrible person, you won't even take that into consideration because you know who you are. And no, I do not want you guys to take this the wrong way and me saying, like, if you believe that you're nice when you're treating people rude and then people tell you that you're rude out of a place of you need to improve or you need to change this area of your life for the sake of treating people better, you need to do that. Don't be blinding yourself and saying, like, no, I don't need to improve in this area. Like, I'm perfectly fine. Just because, like, we all know what areas we can improve in. We all know what areas we lack in. We can do the self-reflection. We can be able to actually, like, internalize, like, what areas we need to improve in because we're all work in progress. It's like none of us are perfect. Don't get me wrong. If you know that you're someone who's trying your best, don't let people try to bring you down. Don't let people's perception of you, people calling you ugly, people calling you stupid, people calling you not hardworking, when you know that you're trying hard, when you know you have this unique beauty, this unique aura that nobody else can replicate. Like, you're gorgeous. You are so gorgeous. Make sure you have a clear idea of who you are and make sure you reassure yourself every single day of this idea. And if you guys haven't checked out already, I have a little series on my friend's podcast, the podcast with Vivi and Rose, where I give like weekly affirmations, weekly like mini motivation episodes. Each episode is only like 5 minutes, so you can definitely listen to it in the morning or while you're getting ready in the morning, and that will help you to actually internalize these things about yourself so that you don't have to be like faking it or fake it till you make it, you know? You can actually internalize these things and actually believe these things about yourself. Believe about your internal beauty, your external beauty. Believe about how you're going to accomplish all of your goals, about how wonderful, amazing, spectacular you truly are. So definitely recommend that. There's always linked down in the description below, so definitely check that out. Ask yourself these questions. Who am I? What qualities am I trying to improve? What are the best qualities of myself? How would my best friends describe me? Like the people who are the closest to you, how would they describe your characteristics? Your family members, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, how would they describe who you are? What are you trying to be? Like, who is the person that you are actively trying to be? Maybe you want to be more patient. Maybe you want to be more productive. Maybe you want to take care of yourself more. Maybe you want to give back to the community more. What are you actively trying to be? And once you have a clear purpose, like a clear, definite definition of who you are and who you're trying to be, you won't let anybody's little measly opinion stop you. All right, chapter number 3 is understanding where these negative views and opinions are coming from. When people are trying to bring you down and they're constantly picking at all of your insecurities, that is just a perception of themselves. Like, I promise you guys, this is not like something I'm saying to make you feel better. When people project these things onto you, whether they have these characteristics or not, that is them projecting their own insecurities. So maybe you're like, oh, this person is making fun of my acne, but they have perfect, clear skin. They're not insecure. They're perfect. You might look at them and perceive them as this perfect person, that beautiful person. But I promise you, it might not even be their looks. They might be confident in their looks, but maybe they're insecure about their family life back home. Maybe they wish they had the parents that you have. Maybe they wish they had the friends that you have, like genuine friendships. Maybe their friendships appear nice, but deep down, they don't have people that actually connect with them. They don't have these fulfilling friendships that they truly desire. Maybe they're jealous of your skills in some other area of life, or they're just jealous of your whole aura. Like maybe you're confident and that's what they want to be. Maybe you perceive yourself as not attractive, not pretty, but they actually really think you're beautiful and they're insecure about their own looks. Nobody is going to put somebody else down if they're confident in themselves. If you already believe these things about yourself and you're confident in your abilities, why would you waste your own time to put somebody else down? Like, think about it. Would you ever walk and go out of your way to try to talk bad about somebody, make fun of somebody's nose, or make fun of somebody's intelligence? Like, no. Because if you have this confidence in yourself, then you're worried about yourself. You're not going to be worried about how other people look or what other people are doing. You're going to be worried about how you're showing up. And not in a selfish way, but when you're confident, you're not going to be looking at the flaws of other people because you're actively trying to improve yourself. You're actively working on yourself. So why would you look at other people's flaws when you could be spending that time improving yourself? That's what confident people do. So if somebody is actively trying to pick you apart or trying to drag you and talking about your insecurities or mentioning things that you're not so confident about, that is because of a deeply internalized thing on their part. Nothing on your part, so don't worry, babes. Y'all are just fine. Okay, chapter number 4 is to stop holding on to people. So I know this is hard for some people because we feel like we have these friends that maybe we grow up with, or these friends that are the only people that we have in our circle, and we feel like maybe if we don't have these people in our life, then we're going to be alone. And nobody wants to be alone. Like, nobody wants to be lonely. But I promise you, once you cut certain people out of your life, the people that are meant for you will come to you in their due time. You might have a little season of being alone, but alone doesn't have to be lonely. You don't have to be sad and depressed when you're alone. You can spend this time like actively working on yourself, improving yourself, reading your favorite books, reading self-development books, or reading like fiction books, like storybooks, or binge watching on shows and watching your favorite comfort shows. So there are going to be some people in your life that may be a little bit toxic, and you need to learn how to step away. And it doesn't have to be personal. You can simply step away. Stop making plans with these people. Tell them that you're busy when they want to invite you somewhere. If they're only making you feel bad, don't feel bad for not spending time with them. Alright, next, and I talked about this in my other video all about self-confidence. Remember that nobody knows who you are. Aside from like your family members, like your mom, your dad, your siblings, most people do not know your life story. They don't know what you've been through. Their perception of you is based on the time that they've spent with you. That is it. And how is that going to realistically reflect who you are? And then your best friends that you share like all your secrets with, and these people are the people that get you, that understand you, that know your obstacles, know the things that you're working towards, know what you're passionate about. And these are the people that are not going to judge you. But the people who are judging you are basing it on like a few seconds or a few minutes. So we don't really need to take this into consideration because they don't know us like that. Number 6, not everybody is going to like you, and that is okay. We can often feel like we're doing something wrong when somebody doesn't like you, or you feel like somebody may not like you. Maybe people do perceive you as too serious. Maybe people do perceive you as this silly person that makes jokes that aren't funny to them. Who cares? Your jokes don't have to be funny to them. That does not have anything to do with you and your inherent worth. So people might not like you, but that is actually okay, and we can move on from that. Remember that there are 8 billion people on this earth. If one person doesn't like you, if 2 people don't like you, if 10 people, 100 people don't like you, there are still more people out there, and you will find someone who likes you for your authentic self. Because if you try to fake it and you're like, maybe I'm being too serious, so you try to make more jokes that don't actually align with you, you're not going to be authentically who you are, and you're not going to attract those authentic people that you want in your life. You don't want people who are faking their personality, that this is not who they truly are, that when they're around you, they act totally different than when they're at home with their family members. Like, that's not who we want to be around, so that's not who we need to be. And last but not least is chapter 7. Surround yourself with people that uplift you. If you surround yourself with this community, you won't even notice the negative comments. You won't even notice the negative behavior that's trying to come to you. If you're positive, you're going to attract these positive people, and the negative people are going to stay away. You're not even going to notice them because you're too fulfilled, you're too positive, you're too aligned with your true inner self that these people can't even ruin your day. And that is the most beautiful thing ever. And of course, if you want to join a community of like-minded girlies who have a similar personality, similar mindset as you, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be posting a lot more similar content soon. And also follow me at mindfully.safia on my Instagram, where I give you guys like polls and all these interactive content so that you guys can stay updated with my life, and you can ask me questions, give me video ideas, all of the above. So definitely follow me on there. Check out the Spill podcast with Vivian Rose, where I have my own little segment on there if you want some more affirmations and stuff like that can help you to actually internalize how amazing you truly are. Please stay tuned for more videos coming up. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I love you guys so much. Mwah.